Hello everyone, this is Nikki with Nikki on a Budget. I'm here with a October closeout or October budget update. So this is how I do my budget each month. Before I even come to this screen here, I always do it in my budget binder that I made. Show you guys if you all can see. I don't know if you can see it, but my budget binder. It's nothing fancy, but I usually list everything that I have to pay, what I'm gonna stuff, and everything, and I go and calculate it like that. Like I pay my mortgage or insurance, credit cards, phone bill, whatever. And then once I have this set in stone that I'm okay with, because as you all can see, it's a lot of doodling, a lot of whiteout. You know, your budget, your budget often change. So sometimes you can put more in. Sometimes you have to take things out, or whatever have it. Whatever have you. You do your budget as you see fit. So once I get that all straightened out, then I'll come over here to my Microsoft Pro. And I did this, did my tracker with the OneNote. It's really easy to do. And yeah, I just go in like everything, like all of this, it's my expenses are paid. Usually like when I pay my mortgage, like I pay my mortgage today, it goes for the next month, for the month of November. So that is done. This was paid in September for October. Any credit card payments. Now, the credit card payment, this is of course me paying it off, using it, paying it off. So I may use it at multiple times a month, and I'm going to pay it off multiple times a month. So it doesn't, I don't pay all that high interest. My debt consolidation, this is what I'm targeting on. This is what I am going to pay off. And I'm praying that I could pay this off by May of next year. Student loan, I'm going to add a little bit at a time. IRS, I just got through paying off. That was the when I did the cash unstuffing, and that's why most of my envelopes was empty, because I had to come up with that $13.90. So now it left me with a zero balance. So now I'm good with that. Medical, I pay that off after I do consolidation. So with my debt consolidation, I do the snowball. So I was paying the IRS, I was paying them a total of $128 a month to pay them off. So now that I am done with that, I added to this, which would give me $515. Now, I just started paying extra payments this month. Now, when I was doing my tracker for my $5 weekly challenge, I said that I'm like, you know what? Instead of me putting it in the envelope, let me put it towards the debt. Let me see how that works. Because in this community, our budgeting community, excuse me, I don't know why my throat is like, but in our budgeting community, we often like just stuff our envelopes, so with our tracker. So I'm like, let me see if I can do this and just accumulate or just add it to the debt. So this will be my extra payment on top of what I'm going to be paying. So I pay like $515 a month. So what I did was I came up with another tracker. Let me lose my pen. A debt payoff tracker, and that is this, what you see here. So what I did today was I paid the normal payment, which is the $38.88, and then I added what I would have put in my envelopes for today. So even though I stuffed the $15 in my envelope, because I'm starting it off as far as the savings, but what I had left off was, before I had to take the money out, what I had left off was I would have to pay the 65 plus the 65 plus the 70, which gave me 135. So instead of me stuffing that 135, I just added it to that payment. So each time I get paid, I'm gonna, like with the snowball, I added the 128 to the 388, which gave me 515. So for the next 2 weeks, or the next 4 weeks, I should say, each pay period, because that'd be like paycheck number 1 in November and paycheck number 2 in November. So I just added it out together, which would give me the 845. Each month, I'm going to do that until that is paid off. That is my plan with this $5 tracker. I thought it was a good idea, so I'm gonna see how it works, and you all be updated. So if that's something that you will be interested, like, instead of stuffing it and you got a debt to pay, go ahead and add it to that debt right then and there. So that, I thought that was a good idea. So back to the budgeting. So I do my sinking funds. So this is what, after everything was taken out, see all these minuses. That's okay. I gotta keep telling myself that's okay. You start over. It's better to start over than not start at all. Even if I gotta put $1 in each envelope, I'm gonna save something. I'm not gonna pay all my money to bills, even though I want to be debt free and everything, or have some type of freedom with that. No, I'm not gonna do that. I still want to live my life. So at this time, what I had left over going into this month, after I had to take out everything, or no, I took it out on the 18th. But anyway, that left me with this amount here. So let me see. That left me with this amount here. So when I went and did everything for the 21st, that's pretty much what I had left over. I went on ahead, put the 20. I had to take these amounts. So the negatives, of course, mean that I took out. If it's nothing right there, that means it's still in there. So right now, I have in each of my envelopes, I really don't want to write it, but whatever. Excuse my handwriting because it's not the best. But anyway, what I have now in my envelope, so in emergencies, I have the $300. An apartment, I just moved the numbers over, is $200. The IRS, I have the 10. Pet care, so I have the 95, 100, 105. I don't know what happened with that. What was that? It's blackout. So personal now has $15. Garden has the 5. Car R&R 10, 15, that's 20. Student loan, it has the 20, 40. Mortgage extra pay is 5, which I really think I'm going to change that. Instead of mortgage extra pay, I'm going to change that to household. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Retirement has the 5. New Tahoe has 5. Christmas that's 45. That's what should be 65. Yep. So that's 30 plus the 15 plus 15 is 60. It has 60. And then debt has 0. Medical debt. So the total that's in my envelopes right now is, let's see, the 300 plus 20 plus 10 plus 105 plus the 15 plus 5 plus 20 plus 40 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. I could have did 15 plus 60. That is $590. So all of these numbers should add up to $590. And we're going to just add all these numbers just to make sure. 555, 155 plus 235 plus 200, 590. So yes, we're on track with that. Then my challenges, I really was debating whether I should track it because I don't want to get too excited and something happened. And always something happened. But it's always good to have that money into that, them envelopes or in your account. Now, what my pay is the 39, well, and for the month was $39.50 after everything came out. And then of course I used some savings, money out of my savings account to cover some expenses. But this time, because I know everything now like concrete pretty much. I know everything that's supposed to be coming out, everything that's supposed to be, paid or whatever have you, then I shouldn't have to use any of my savings. And I always try to leave at least $60 into my checking account. I know some people do a zero base where they empty out their whole checking account. But I don't do that because just in case. I need like a little buffer. So, and then I may start, like if I have the $60 in there at when it's time for me to get paid again, I might end up taking that out and adding it to my savings. So it's like a little rollover in my checking account. I don't know, but it's always something that I always purchase or something, which I need to work on. Okay, so back to the envelope. So my 50 envelope, which I just started, and I'm very excited about that, has $51 in it right now. My $5 weekly challenge, which I started over, in addition to using it to pay this off. So it's not like, if it makes sense, I'm trying to make sure that you all understand. So where I left off, I supposed to have $390, or after when I put the 135 in there, because I was supposed to put 135 in there, and then I was supposed to have 525. But since I had to take that money out, then now, I left it with zero. So instead of me starting over at the 15 with paying it towards the debt, I continued to go. So it's the 135 went to the debt, and it's 15 that went to my envelope. So it's like I'm doing it twice. But one amount goes to the debt and one amount goes to the envelope. So, and now that has, because that's in my actual envelope, that's $15. And my $20 envelope has 20. Nothing in my dollar envelope, which I really want to save because I like to give tips. And like I mentioned in my previous videos, I go to this one restaurant, and I really like this this waitress. She's really, really nice, really, really attentive. And I like to, bless her with extra. So more than what the receipt would say. And my 26-week challenge, I have 50. And then in my 100 envelope challenge that I started over, it's $23. So in that, and I usually have a little total thing for the savings, but because I wasn't anticipating on counting it. So I have, let's calculate that, 51 plus the 15 plus 20 plus 50 plus 23 equals. So the total is 159 in my savings challenge, which is not bad. So right now I done saved up already 159 plus the 590 That's 700 in with these two. I done saved up a total of $749, which is awesome. You know, like I said, any little bit it helps. You know, I mean, you don't have to be like, oh my God, I can't save this money, I can't, or be like really, really crazy about it. You know, not crazy, but have anxiety. Any little bit, I don't care if you save a dollar go, it adds up. So I don't care if you add, like, do your 50 cent. Like, I do have a coin jar that I use. That I just put the money in there. I don't pay attention to exactly like how much is in there or nothing like that. I just put the coins in there and I keep it rolling. Like at the end of the year, then I'll look at it and say, okay, well, how much is in here, and determine if I should take it out, deposit it, or whatever else. But right now, I'm not gonna do it. So since I am done with the October, I'm not expecting any money to come in. I mean, if it do, it'll be a blessing. And definitely I will put it somewhere. But I am going towards November. So, like I said, the November, since I have paid off of my, since I paid my mortgage and everything, I update that, which is that total is not right. It changed. So it is now 743. Not 7,000. Don't want that. 7,000, that'd be a big payment. And then I don't know how much the water is gonna be. Not until probably next week, because my water bill is due. My water bill is due on the second Friday of each month. So if you all can see that, hopefully you can. And then whatever else I pay here. So that is how I do my budget every 2 weeks. Like I said, sometimes I sit in my office and I go over and over and over and over and over again, because some days I can do more and some days I can't. Which is fine with me, as long as I'm doing something to get myself to where I'm comfortable, but I definitely want to get my emergency savings back up. This right here, I definitely want to get that back up, because just knowing that you have this right here, then it kind of give you like that, okay, that woo moment, like, okay, almost had me. But, and like I said, I was so happy. I don't know why my screen went black. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that. But I was so happy when I had the money in the challenges, in the envelopes. So then I could pay, because I think I paid off a total of, let's see, y'all. I paid off a total of, what's this, for the IRS? The 31.7 plus 13.90, 45.47, and that is awesome. Just saving money in my envelopes, and having money in my savings account, which I can't touch now, because that's below 2,000, and I try to keep at least 2,000 in my savings account, but that's way below that, so I can't touch that. I got to build that back up. But that's what I'm going to use my 50 envelope challenge and the $5, because now since I have that 2 payment thing going on, you know, I'm starting over with saving it with the 15 and stuff, and I'm gonna keep on going on. I'm just gonna deposit that in my savings account. That's my plan for that. At first it was like I was gonna pay it to the debt that I'm paying it on, so if that makes any sense. So yes, that's how I do my budget, and that is how I closed it out for this month. If you have any questions, you can leave it in a comment, and I will try my best to answer those questions as soon as I see them. And like I said, it's pretty much your budget is your budget. What you just put down, what you have to spend, or what you have coming in, and what your debt is. A lot of debt companies, they work with you. A lot of them don't. A lot of them, they say, no, this is what we want, and this is what you have to pay us. You know. But some of them you can work with. So you can call and let them know. And then once you do that, then you can go and start making your budget trackers. You know, like I said, I use some things from Excel. I sit down and I use a regular paper. My regular paper like this. And then I go down and I write everything down what I need. So my debt is not that humongous, and I try to keep it that way because Lord knows life have hit me and have taught me a couple of lessons. So yeah, I try to not get into a lot of debt so I don't have to pay a lot of debt. Cause when you see your money going out and you don't have nothing to play with, then you get kind of upset. And yeah, so that is my budget, and I wish you well on your journey as well. And like I said, if you have any questions of how I do my budget, then you can always leave me a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to this video. If you have not subscribed, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Now, until the next budget closeout, cash stuffing video, I would say bye-bye.